my channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise. Apparently it takes me 5 times just to say hello and give you my name. Chip was with us, but he got bored with it. It took me too long to get going. Yeah, and I don't know how to press record apparently. So yeah, my name is Louise. Chip is around. He'll be back in a minute, I'm sure he will. My channel is a haul every Saturday without fail. I do upload things in between. Depends on what's going on in my life at the time. Today's, as you know by now, because the title will be down there somewhere, is Chip's update again. So if you enjoy somebody that talks a lot, because I do tend to talk a lot, I do have fibro, I keep putting it out there just because sometimes the words don't come out right, or I'll say the wrong words when I thought I said something else, so then you'll see all these words come up on the screen when that happens, if I catch it. And yeah, I'm going to be all over the place. That's just the way it's going to be. There's nothing you can do about it. I know it's going to be like that now because I've gone over this so many times in my head to try and get you updated properly. And even in my head, it's all over the place. So there's not much hope. So if you enjoy somebody that talks a lot, don't forget to subscribe down below somewhere. Give me a like if you enjoyed today's video, or enjoy is probably not the wrong word, but you know what I mean, and give me a comment. It helps to get my algorithm going. I do like the comments. I do appreciate the comments. Sometimes I'm on top of it, sometimes not so much at the moment. Oh, I wonder what that noise was. It's Chip. He's over in the bags. He's trying to get our attention. We are due for a walk fairly soon. I also have my phone there on charge ready to go because I'm waiting for a phone call for the vet, but we'll get to that in a moment. So if you're not up to date, if you are new here and you're not up to date with what's going on, I apologise about the noise. That's just Chip. Video was last Wednesday, I think. Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. If you go back, that will give you an update. He's here. Come on in. There he is. He's Chip. This is thank you, Chip. This is a new jumper from his last vet visit. No, he doesn't get to new things every time he goes to the vet. So, right, trying to think where we was. We was waiting for the vet to contact me to get a vet appointment. Yes, I was trying to get a vet appointment. So I actually did. We went to see the vet on Tuesday. So this was his vet, the one that I said I wanted to see. Okay, right. The previous vet that I wasn't very happy with, we was put on the wrong tablets. Not the wrong tablets, sorry. He told me that I'd been giving Chip the wrong doses of his tablets and that I should have been giving him more. And he told me which ones I should have been giving him. So I upped his tablets because, you know, he's a vet and I assume he knows what he's talking about. When I spoke to Chip's vet, that wasn't correct. We was on the right tablets originally, and I shouldn't have been doubling the dose because the vets, like me, we're trying to figure out the lowest dose that Chip is good with, and then we got playroom if things get worse. So that was the first thing, not happy about. Then I had a little bit of that guilt because, you know, I was giving him the wrong dose. It wasn't my fault, but I just feel guilty about everything now anyway. I'm really going to try hard not to cry in this, but I feel like I would have well up anyway. Okay, so that was the first thing. Then we explained everything that's going on with Chip at the moment. You'll know all that by now. He said that back in the day with heart conditions, they assumed that the coughing and hacking type thing was something to do with a heart condition. But they now know that that isn't to do with it. It's actually a separate condition. So what he thinks is going on is he has another condition. Okay, so I did speak to Blossom to try and remember, but I couldn't because she told me different words to the ones that I remember, because obviously in the appointment lots going on. So basically Chip's got, see that it's like swelling here down this bit. Blossom says she thinks, she seems to remember him saying it's the nerve, and it's like vibrating or warming up or something like that when he gets worked up, which then makes him do the coughing and gagging. That on its own isn't an issue, but because Chip's got heart conditions, that aggravates the heart condition. And where okay, so Chip, we know Chip was fainting. Remember, Chip faints when he gets worked up, but we've got that under control with the tablets. But because of the coughing and the gagging bit that overworks the heart, which then causes the heart to do what it was doing before and make him faint. So what his vet has done is I've put him on, the vet has put him on, oh, we go down. So the vet has put him on steroid tablets. We're on a high dose for Chip's weight. I'm trying to get this out right. We're on a high dose for Chip's weight. So he had, I'm now, this is a few days ago. So that was Tuesday and we're now on the following Tuesday. So this is a week later. So for the first 4 days, I gave him 1 dose in the morning, 1 dose in the afternoon. 4 days. And then for the next 4 days, we just do the 1 dose in the morning or in the afternoon. Doesn't matter which one. That's what the nurse said. It doesn't matter which part of the day. So I've chosen to give it to him in the morning because his tablets in the afternoon would come after his walk. So I want to make sure it's in his system. And then we do, once we've done 4 days of that, we do 4 days of 1 dose every other day. So we're tapering him off. I'm assuming that's to find the right dose for Chip. So then that's what we were, that's where we're at with his health. And then I'm supposed to contact the vet 4 days after. Problem was, every walk, this is the weirdest thing, every walk I've been on with Chip up to Saturday did not see one single dog. So there was no reaction at all. Oh, and I forgot, sorry, I did tell you I'm going to be all over the place. Also, he's been doing this thing where he will cough and what will come out. So we're assuming that's to do with the lung condition that he's got. So we've doubled the dose. So he'll have 1 dose in the morning, 1 dose in the afternoon. So we've upped the water tablets and he's on steroid tablets on top of the original tablets that he's on for the heart, for the 2 conditions of the heart. Okay, it's getting complicated, isn't it? I hope you're following. I wouldn't be by now, I'd be well confused. So that's where we're at right now. Like I said, there was nothing for me to, I don't know if the tablets were doing anything to help this part that makes him do the coughing and gagging. But then Sunday, went out for a walk, we saw 1 dog, got him past fairly quickly. He was doing the coughing and gagging. It didn't get to the point where I thought anything was going to happen, but it happened again. He kept walking as he was coughing and gagging, and he seemed to be slowing down on that, and then his walking just went weird, and I knew that it was going to happen. I was recording it. Remember, the vet before wanted me to record it to see if they see it, it might be able to help. So I was recording it with one hand, leading the other hand. I could see him going down, and then I'm freaking out because, like, obviously it all happens fairly quickly, and I'm thinking, okay, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? Like, how do I grab him at the same time so he doesn't hurt himself and all that sort of stuff? And it was all a palaver. And I did re-watch it when I got back, and it looked like a palaver as well. He went down, I don't know, there was some twitching going on, but I feel like the twitching wasn't to do with the going down. I feel like it was because he was trying to get himself back up. We walked most of the way home before he was ready to do any walking again. And we haven't seen a dog again since. So I tried to phone the vet, but there's something wrong with my phone on top of everything else. Why not? There's something wrong with my phone. There's 2 phone numbers that I could try. I tried both of them, and straight away it says server not connecting. So I phoned Blossom and it connected fine to Blossom. I asked her to speak to the vet, and she said it was a very crackly line. So we think there's something wrong with their line, but I can't get through. So Blossom just left a message with the receptionists, and as soon as the vet's free, because clearly he's still got people to see, like dogs, cats, like animals. That's what I was getting at. He's still got animals to see. He's still got appointments that's his priority, and it should be. So I'm just waiting for him to phone, and I'm going to explain everything that's going on, and then we'll see from that what the next step is. I don't honestly know. Like I said, there's, you know, when you're in there, the vet's really good. He answers all of our questions, and he explains everything in layman terms. You know, if we don't understand something, we'll ask, and he's more than happy to go through it, and he's really good. But remembering everything when you come out's hard enough, and I know I should do these as they go along, but I don't. I just don't. I've got absolutely no excuse. I just don't. So then when I do try and tell you everything, it gets a little bit jumbled. I don't think I'm as jumbled today as I have been though. So clearly the only footage I've got of Chip walking this week is where he did go down. I did say I'm not going to show that because I think it would be distressing. I don't know what the rules are on YouTube either. So that's why I just explained what's going on. I'm going to take Chip for a walk now. I will record him walking, just so you can see him with his brand new jumper on. Yeah, I've recorded this a number of times. I don't know, did I show you his jumper? I can't even remember. If I haven't, you'll see Chip's new jumper. If I didn't remember to tell you about it, he's got a new jumper that we bought when we went to the vet last, because he's still wearing his Halloween jumper out whenever we go out for a walk. I try and have an outside jumper and an inside jumper. The outside jumpers are like the thicker ones with the collar and like, you know, it folds over, so he's got like sort of a scarf feeling. I feel like it'd be warmer. I know. He's fine. He'd probably be fine without it. It's me, because I'm always cold. I think he's always cold. He's pacing a lot now. He's ready to go out, which is a good sign. He's definitely slower because of the steroids. I know people think you'll be faster, but it's not the way it works with dogs apparently. Apparently him slowing down is perfectly normal. Everything else is good though. He's eating good. He's taking his tablets very, very well. I've got it sussed. I showed you the other day, taking his tablets. That wasn't it. Don't know why it's taken me so long to figure this out. I have it sussed. Maybe I should show you, because we're going for a walk now and I give him his tablets when he gets back. Maybe I should show you that. Yeah, I should show you that. Just to prove that I can do this, okay? I can give him his tablets now. Obviously he's on more tablets than he was. No, he won't be this afternoon because I give him the extras in the morning now, don't I? So, yeah, I'll show you. I'll give him his tablets. We'll take him for a walk. I'll show you a little bit, because this is going to be really boring, just me standing here talking to you. I do know, you know, if you've been here for a while, you want to know what's going on with Chip. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Again, we're sort of in limbo with things. We're trying something. Don't really think that it's working. I don't know. Yeah, so hopefully the vet will phone soon. He might wait until he's seen all of his clients, and then it won't be until I'd have to do another update. Oh god, another one. Yeah, I'm gonna go now because he's in and out like a yo-yo, just going in and out, in and out. Yeah, it's 3:25. I've taken his walk back a bit because I think the time our daylight saving changes in sorry, I've got hair in my face, in oh, I knew it, March. I believe it's March. So the times are changing a little bit, like when the sun sets. So I'm trying to work his walks along because he wants to be fed when he gets in. I'm managing to put that off a little bit. We do the tablets with the treat first and then we do the food. But when the daylight saving thing changes, like when the clocks actually change, obviously that changes everyththing an hour, and that's a big gap between, like, for dogs, isn't it? So I'm trying to sort of do it a little bit, like, you know, just a few minutes every week or whatever, so we're in line with the daylight saving and it doesn't bother his tablets times and dinner and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to go now. So let's go for a walk then. You didn't hear that. See, beauty of him going half deaf now is you don't hear any of that. Ignoring us as usual. It's a very slow walk today. Chip's doing a lot of sniffing. Which is fine because this is his time. the sun is out. Still cold, but the sun is definitely out. This is boy who walks and feeds the birds, feeds the crows. You've got to see this. I don't know what you can see. Oh, I hope you get this. And they're just going to walk all the way down the cycle track and follow him. Is that Chip?
Is it shit?
You see all this bird shit? He does eat quite a lot. And then I thought, oh yeah, I've got to bring the camera. Right, so I can record that. I mean, I hope it looks as good as I can see, because the camera's quite small and I can't see a lot. But yeah, he does it quite a lot. And then every time I brought the camera out, he was never doing it. I'm quite impressed. Chip really doesn't care. Some straggling little crows going on. And I'll catch him up. See, can care less. Angle, I know, you know I'm rubbish at angles. Anyway, we've just been out for the walk. They're all falling out because I've just put them in my hand. I don't normally do this sitting on the floor, so I told you I was going to show you how I give him his tablet. So I should have got the packet out. I'll put it away now. This is a little bit of a salmon stick. So I take one stick and just break up into little bits. There's some with tablets in, some without. He proper likes it. I'm going to show you. Come up here. Right, so he really likes it. So as you can see, I've just put a tablet in it, so it's sticking out, and he just, he would bite my hand for it. He absolutely loves these salmon sticks. And the beauty of the salmon sticks are that they're 75% salmon, which is really good for him. Sorry, I probably was off the screen there, wasn't I? I was concentrating because the tablets have just fallen out. I just put a hole in it, in the salmon stick, and I just push it. This is falling out. I just push it a little bit so it's just sticking out, and Chip just eats it. And no tablets, yay! So we've mastered the tablets. See, really enjoys these, considering he's got no teeth too. He's eating them quicker than I can give it. You missed one. He's there. You know, they're in my hand. So I'm going to finish the video down here anyway. So I just literally, I sat on the floor, got all set up. That's why Chip's acting even more ravenous. It's not, it's just, he really does like these salmon sticks. So we've really scored with that, because you know, getting more nutrients in was always a good thing. I don't give Chip lots of treats and things anyway, like not on a standard. He doesn't get loads of treats. It would only be, we only ever gave the dogs treats, really just, you know, like you might get a bone at Christmas or something like that, which we ended up not doing because sensitive stomachs and them being sick all the time. But they would only really get a treat when everybody was going out. You know, like if I went out, like when I go out for work in the morning, I don't give him a treat because he's going in bed with Corey, and that type of thing. He wouldn't get a treat. So it would be like Corey would then give him a treat because I'm already at work and Corey's going to work. We're lucky with our timings on with work, because Chip only actually gets. Do you feel better now? Nobody can see you on the floor. He's ready for his dinner now. Yeah, so he's only actually left alone for like an hour. So yeah, I'm just staying on the floor to finish off. I just got the phone, yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. So yeah, I got down the floor, got all set up, and then the phone went and it was up there and I couldn't reach it. And so the receptionist had spoken to Blossom, as I mentioned, because I couldn't get through. I don't know what that was about, but she'd spoken to Chip's vet, who says that we're just going to go back to the full dose. So that means he'll be having the 1.5 tablets in the morning and in the evening. And then we'll just see if he sees a dog. I mean, we didn't see a dog again today. So it's literally only when we see dogs or cats. I do have some I would have already put in the footage of us going for the walk. There was a bit with birds. I don't know if that's going to be in there or not, because I record on a different device when I'm out and I don't really know how to use it. I can turn it on and I can turn it off. I can't do zooming in. So and the screen's very small. It's very convenient for getting footage quickly. So I'm hoping it was in there, but what I can see on the screen is barely anything. So if it's in there, there was a whole bit with the crows, and you would see that Chip just was not bothered in the slightest. It's literally just cats and dogs that he gets worked up with, and that's the only time that it's like agitating everything, is when he's getting worked up to that level. So that's it. That's our update. We're not seeing any dogs, so we're not having any events, which is a good thing. We're doubling his dose back on with the steroids. Oh yeah, that was funny as well. So she said, yeah, we'll have a prescription ready for you. She said, you've got a review on the 7th anyway. I said, okay, do I? And she said, yeah, you've got an appointment at 11:30 on the 7th. Okay, I didn't know that. So apparently we've got an update. We've got a review, sorry, with Chip at the vet on the 7th. So didn't know that. It's handy to know. She did say she put the card in with the prescription, so I'm sure Blossom can pick that up for me, because it's a long way. I'm sure I told you that I took Chip last time a while back. We walked down to pick up his prescription. It's like a good 2-hour round trip. Chip's good with it. I couldn't do a 2-hour round trip with him now because of the dogs, because it's going like through park areas and that, and it would just freak me out. Seeing lots of, it's bad enough when he sees one and then he has an episode. Like, just the thought of him having episode after episode, that, I mean, it's not good for him having one episode. But so, you know, as you just saw, he's eating fun. He's just literally had a drink, which is really funny seeing him drink, because he's never been a drinker. Like, obviously he drinks, but we never see it, because he would just have such a small amount and it would be just so, like, it might have a mouthful and then go, and that's, but now he actually like laps it up. So it's nice to see it, because, you know, it's nice to know your dog's getting things into them. Come on. He's standing right here, right out of view. People want to see you too, Chippy Chip. So he's quite happy. Just been for a walk, didn't you? Just had your tablets. Heart's going 10 to the dozen. Oh, that was another thing. I will double check. See, I told you I'm all over the place. I will double check. But when he had his appointment, the vet did, like, you know, listen to him and everything a lot, and then I didn't question it, just because of everything that was going on. He said, what was his wording? And that's what he said. He said, and he's gone up a stage. That was in between the talking. He was listening to him for quite, like, he was proper listening to his, like, he was listening to his heart, but he was listening to his lungs, and then he was listening to the airway and everything. So it took a little while, and he said, and he's gone up a stage. So I will double check. I will write this down now. I'm remembering the right questions. I think that means that his heart murmur has gone up a stage. Yeah, so I'm assuming he was grade 4, now he's grade 5. I'm trying my best not to Google anything, because it's not a good way to go, because it's always like the negative part of any condition that comes up first, and you know me, I'm frightened about everything as it is. I don't need that added fear in me. So I'm going to try my best right now, actually. Once I say goodbye to you lot, I'm going to write it down, because that's another question. I've got a few questions I keep thinking of when I go for a walk, so I'm going to have to try and remember to write these down. If you can think of anything, because you always come up with little bits that I don't think of at the time, because yeah, I'm very in it, aren't I? I think when you're on the outside looking in, sometimes it's a little bit easier. But if you can think of any questions you think that I should ask the vet, if I think they're relevant, I'll ask them too. But I guess this is a good update then. As good as it can be. I mean, it can only be so good, can't it? We're not going to get anything, nothing's going to improve, as in his heart conditions and stuff. We're just trying to level it off. We've now got an added condition to deal with, but we're dealing with it. And I think I've done really well. I'm quite proud of myself that I've not been balding. This is good. This is a good thing. Okay, so you're all updated. You got a little walk with us. Maybe you got to see the crows. Who knows? You got to see him absolutely thoroughly enjoying taking his tablets and not even know he did it. He's right here. He's right low. Jip. Jippy jib. Did you like his jumper? What do you think of his jumper? He's got a little... come here. Come here. He's got a little hedgehog. Showing off your jumper without you knowing it. He's got a little hedgehog going on here. Do we like the hedgehog? It was just one of those. He needed another jumper. He doesn't need another jumper, you know he doesn't. I need to go and sort them all out. Another job I need to do. You ready for your food now? He wants his chicken now. I'm gonna go now, because I am waffling. I'm right up here, I'm sorry. My angles are rubbish, but that is me. You know me by now. I hope you are all doing well. I am sending out good vibes as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.